I'm Jean Chen, and today we'll be talking about Europe while Napoleon is out chilling on his nice cozy island of St. Helena. Alex couldn't make it today because he had a freak haberdashery accident. Because Napoleon upset the power balance in Europe, the five great powers, namely Prussia, Russia, Great Britain, Austria, Hungary, and France, decided to meet in Vienna to rebalance power and fix the borders of Europe. The Congress of Vienna, which spanned the winter of 1814 to 1815, was spearheaded by Austrian Foreign Minister, Prince Clemens von Metternich. He wanted to return to a conservative Europe and avoid the fiasco that the French Revolution had brought. Let's take a quick look at what those ideals were. Metternich was a great orator, and he strongly believed that the first and greatest concern for the immense majority of every nation is the stability of laws, never their change. Because of this, he suggested that the deposed royal families and monarchs be restored to power, because they would be able to quickly regain control of their nations. Using the established principle of legitimacy, many of the royal families, such as Spain and France, were returned to power. Metternich also believed that France should be surrounded by countries strong enough to deal with any threats, like Napoleon. In order to do so, the Congress united the Austrian Netherlands and the Dutch Republic to form the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Also, the 39 German states were unified into the Germanic Confederation. Switzerland was recognized as an independent nation, and the Kingdom of Sardinia was strengthened by the acquisition of Genoa. Lastly, Metternich wanted to build a stable Europe, where no country posed a threat to other countries, like France has done. Because of this, he tried to create a balance of power in Europe. In order to do so, the Congress did not punish France for its ambitions. Instead, they reduced its power slightly, still leaving it a major power. While the Congress of Vienna did achieve these goals, it was also the first time in European history that the entire continent had worked together to create a desired and long-lasting peace, possible because the Congress of Vienna made fair decisions that satisfied most countries. The Congress of Vienna also increased international diplomacy. Multiple alliances were formed, including the Holy Alliance, a federation consisting of Russia, Austria, and Prussia. Also created was the Congress of Europe, a series of alliances between European nations, devised by Metternich to prevent the domination of any one country. While the Congress of Vienna did re-establish the power of the conservatives, over the next century, the ideals of the Enlightenment era and the French Revolution continued to influence and change the futures of many other nations, especially in Latin America, where a strong feeling of nationalism took control and led to the independence of many states. The Congress of Vienna helped shape the future of Europe over the course of the next century. It was the first time that the entire continent, or rather, the five great powers who controlled the majority of the continent, had worked together to find a fair and stable solution. By restoring monarchs to their thrones, balancing the power of European nations, creating newer and stronger states, and building alliances, the entire continent was reformed. However, it was reformed in such a way that it conformed to conservative ideals. The next century would see the revival and spread of Enlightenment and revolutionary ideals, especially nationalism. However, it was reformed in such a way that it conformed to conservative ideals. The next century would see the revival and spread of Enlightenment and revolutionary ideals, especially nationalism, turning colonies against mother nations and allowing for the formation and destruction of empires and nations. Splattering of History is a Deloche production. Our executive directors are Jean Chen and Caleb Ling. Our primary scriptwriter is Jean Chen, and Caleb Ling is our executive editor. Our executive coordinator is Havilah. Our executive producers are Alex Lin and Lauren Chan. Our cameramen are Lauren Chan and Alex Lin. Ayesha is the head of our oversight committee, and I'm Jean Chen, in charge of substituting for that completely unattractive Alex Lin.